I recently made a post asking what your most hated Fortnite skins were, so apparently these are the most hated Fortnite skins. And let's start off with the DJ Bop. She's the girl version of DJ Yonder, and Red Dominoes says that she costs way too many V-Bucks and it just looks stupid. I can understand that because she does cost 2,000 V-Bucks, which is kinda wild if you ask me. And while people dislike DJ Bop, she's nowhere near as hated as the Dynamo and Masked Fury. And I'm surprised players hate these skins because I honestly don't hate them at all. And it's also shocking since a ton of pro players use the Dynamo as their main skin, like Mongrel and Mitro. But the main reason people hate them is because of their designs and because of their sweats. And not gonna lie, Dynamo can be scary, but she's not scary at all compared to the Night Hare, since this skin basically gives players nightmares. I'm not even kidding because Mr. Cheeseface said it's his sleep paralysis demon. And I gotta admit, the eyes on this skin are way too creepy. But next up we have the Knights of the Food Court bundle. And surprisingly, players dislike every single skin inside of this bundle, which is mainly because we already have a good amount of food skins in Fortnite. How many do we need? And I've got to agree with Kainoa Ridge, since he said that they took mid-tier skins and made them worse, because the originals do look way better. And while we're on the topic of food, I have to mention mincemeat. There probably exists about 1% of people who find this skin cute, since everyone else thinks it looks hideous. But again, it came out during Fortnitemares, so it's meant to be creepy and weird, to be fair, but he might be way too scary. Then next up is Beast Mode, because this is one of those skins that you're either in love with or absolutely hate. And if you ask me, it seems like most do straight up hate him because of the design he has and the metal horn. FlixX Stars even said that buying this skin made him sad since he did it accidentally. Sorry, dude. But Beast Mode isn't hated at all compared to one skin in the Chapter 3 Battle Pass, which we'll get to soon. But first, let's talk about the Moisty Merman. To be honest, I don't think I've ever seen anyone running this skin since the start of Chapter 1. And players say Fortnite made him even worse by releasing those new selectable styles. But he's not too bad if you ask me. But still, I'm sure we can all agree that we hate the Rust Lord. Mainly if you played in Season 3, since this used to be one of the most toxic skins of all time. I mean, this is the skin that started the Take the L movement, since every Rust Lord would do this, no matter how they eliminated you. And I don't even know how the users who own this next skin play, because I never see anyone using Sterling. This has to be one of the rarest, if not the rarest skin in Fortnite. I mean, you see the Renegade Raider more than this skin, and players think that the colors are so bad. The hair is awful, and it's part of the worst set, which I can understand. And I'm shocked Bigfoot made this list, but the community hates him because they feel like Fortnite choked a good opportunity with this skin. Because Glow said he's too basic, and Fortnite could have added swimming trunks or scuba gear on him since it is a summer skin. And I couldn't agree more because swimming trunks would have taken him to the next level. Then, believe it or not, people actually hate the Foundation. I'm not even kidding. And the reason for this is that Dwayne Johnson is the Foundation. Definitely didn't see this coming. But it turns out that some of the community feels like it messed up the current storyline and turned it into a meme. But what sounds even crazier is that a large part of the community hates collaboration skins. And they feel this way since most of the players who hate them say that Fortnite's releasing way too many of them. And well, I gotta admit that whenever they drop a collab skin, it doesn't feel special anymore compared to how it used to. Then what's even crazier is that players hate the most popular skin in Fortnite. But we'll talk about that in a few minutes, since I couldn't go any longer without mentioning Grimbles. I mean, everyone absolutely hates this guy, and it's all because he's a gnome, plus his face is really creepy. But the pickaxe release with him is fire. And next up is Penny. I am honestly so confused why players dislike this skin, because I see nothing wrong with her. Plus, she's from Save the World. But a lot of Save the World players are disappointed that they didn't acknowledge that she's from Save the World in the Battle Royale, since they forgot about that mode. But Crackshot and Crackabella are skins people hate just from the designs. Since you can't lie, these are probably the worst Christmas skins of all, especially when you compare them to all the other ones that Fortnite's released. Since, they don't look Christmas themed. Plus, I couldn't go without mentioning that they cost way too much. Given that, I'm surprised that Mecha Team Leader didn't cost 2,000 V-Bucks. But players still hate the skin. And they also hate the Devourer. That's because they just don't like the way that these skins look. And I also don't know anyone who wants Devourer. Plus these skins are too big. That's why I don't use them. And Mecha Team Leader isn't even the only Team Leader skin players hate, because a good amount hate the Team Leader bears. Mainly because Fortnite released way too many of these. And I can agree because we have a Team Leader for almost every holiday there is, but the Cuddle Team Lead has to be the best one. But let's move on to Starly. I honestly forgot about this skin until I saw Bandit's comment about her, and it seems like people hate her because, well, there are a ton of ugly colors put together on this skin. That's just not on a very good looking model also. Plus the clothing isn't the best either, not a good combination. And Cypress Nell makes the list as well. You probably didn't even know this skin existed, right? Because I know I didn't until I saw Marvel Grinder's comment. And players dislike this skin because of how basic he is. He reminds me of a Call of Duty or Apex skin, to be honest. Plus, I don't know why Fortnite hosted a tournament for this skin. And I'm shocked Aura made the list. But it seems like a ton of players just hate this skin. And it's not because of how she looks or anything, it's because of the players using her. Since a lot of the community thinks that Aura users automatically think they're good at the game. But hey, I like the skin, although you have a point. Then you might want to stop using one skin coming up after you find out why players hate it. But they feel the same way about the Siren. I just don't see how, because her design is fire, but players say they dislike the skin since it's extremely sweaty, and the players using it try so hard. Plus, Cody says that he hates it since players think they're good just because the streamer is using it. Looking at you, Benji Fishy. And don't hate me because I have nothing against those skins. But I can see why players hate Peekaboo and Night Knight. I mean, they're just hideous. Plus, they don't really look like creepy clowns if you ask me, because both of their masked variants look really bad. I feel like they should have made them more like Pennywise. Oh, then speaking of movies, I have to mention Leviathan. He's inspired by Minion from Megamind, though he doesn't look as good as the real one. Plus, many players just think that this skin doesn't look the best, but a real Megamind collab would be pretty sick if you ask me. And it's like players hate a lot of the older skins since they also hate the Flytrap. Because my guy Dark Arrow says that this skin is super ugly and costs way too many V-Bucks. And I could not agree more because I'm confused as to why this skin costs 2,000 V-Bucks. Like, come on, Epic, at least make him 1,500 or something under that. But then another skin that I don't understand why many people hate is Lexa, because I thought that she was pretty cool. Plus, she's the first anime skin that Fortnite ever dropped. But people on Twitter said that her facial expressions are horrible, and they feel like the design could have been better. Come on though, cut her some slack. But not gonna lie, I can understand why the superhero skins are hated. Because you got a good amount of people who dislike these skins since they used to be pay to win. You know, because of what players used to do with them. Like, can you even see the skin in this picture? And I can't lie, Fabio Sparklemane is pretty weird and funny at the same time. But a lot of the community feels that his entire set is a little odd. Because, I mean, he's a cursed unicorn, so that probably says it all, right? But another Battle Pass skin that players seem to hate is Cluck. How do you guys hate this skin? But players say they don't like him because they think he's too thick. And just because it's Cluck. Like what? But if you ask me, Mr. Dapper Mint has to be one of the worst meme skins of all time. And I'm not the only one who feels this way either, because Fort Zaps thinks the same. Plus, I feel like they could have substituted him with another Christmas-style skin or something. Then, the most hated Fortnite skins of all time are tryhard skins. And I don't get how, myself, but many players just straight up hate these skins because of how sweaty the players using them are at the game. But remember, this is just what some of the community thinks. And subscribe.